Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan and welcome to the channel. Now, over the past 2 days, we've gotten some great economic data coming out when it comes to inflation. Now, this morning, PPI data did come out softer than expected. Expectations around 1.9%. However, it came in at just 1.3%. Now, the major indices are up this morning pre-market. As I look at the VectorVest software, I can see green lights starting to appear in the price column of the color guard. In addition, yesterday we did get a broad market rally with the BSR taking a huge jump, so therefore I'm comfortable jumping in the market. Now, with all this being said, I do see the market continuing its rally. The MTI is only at 1.12 when historically it tops out around 1.5. Thus, the market does have room to the upside. So let's jump into the VectorVest software and I'm going to show you my top 5 picks so that way we can make money when it comes to this current market rally. All right, VV Nation, now before we jump in and give you my top 5 picks to ride this market rally to get some great profit potential in the next few weeks, I did just want to show you right behind me is the homepage of the VectorVest 7 software. Like always, we try to put you on the right side of the market, and that's really the design and the purpose of the VectorVest 7 software. So in today's presentation, I did just want to jump in to the homepage and show you a little bit about the market timing and the power to make money with VectorVest. Now, that being said, here we can see the major indices are all up today based on this PPI data. Therefore, the market timing gauge is one tick into the green. Now, VectorVest is mildly bullish. That's why I'm making this video to give you my top 5 picks, so that way you can make money. Now, that being said, if we take a look at the color guard here, we do see our first green light coming in back on November 13th. We always advocate to wait for follow through come the next day, which on November 14th, we did get that follow through here with the VectorVest composite closing at 57.48. Now, even this morning, we do see a green light here as of November 15th. We're seeing this momentum continue to the upside. Now, one of the most powerful indicators in the VectorVest 7 software is going to be the MTI. This is what tracks the underlying trend of the market. Now, that being said, the MTI right now is currently at 1.12. It historically gets top heavy around 1.5. Thus, we do have some room to the upside to make some money. Now, all that being said, let's jump over to the watch list section and show you the stocks that I have for you this evening. All right, VV Nation, here we are on the viewers tab of the VectorVest 7 software. You can see my top 5 picks in the list right now. Now, just to give you a little backstory on how I pick these stocks, there is something in the VectorVest 7 software. If you're not a customer, I will put a link below for a 99-cent trial for 30 days. Now, the thing I did want to show you, in the upper left corner here, the stock viewer, that is where I got these stocks from. Now, the stock viewer lists all 9,000 stocks, well, over 9,000 stocks that we're currently tracking throughout the US market. Now, those stocks are in order by their VST. Now, the VST is an overall combination of value, safety, and timing. So it does a great job of showing you which stocks are the best to pick out of the 9,000 in the database. Therefore, I displayed the top 40 of the 9,000 picks with the highest VST in the database, and I cherry pick these 5 stocks. Now, in the list, you can see Genie, smci, Lifeway Foods, Pulte, and Bulz. Now, these 4 stocks and the 1 ETF is a great way to stay diversified, but yet ride the upward momentum of this current market rally. Now, that being said, the first thing I want to do is scroll over to the right and show you the diversification here of these 5 stocks. Now, Genie Energy or GNE, that is a utility company. It is an electric utility company, and it is the #1 ranked stock in the VectorVest software. Now, followed by that as smci. Now, this is a fan favorite of VectorVest subscribers, very popular stock early in 2023. However, had some troubles along the way, but yet it is making a comeback because it is a great company. Now, the next, we do have Lifeway Foods here. This is a food company. We have Pulte or PHM. This is a building company. The reason why I have these 2 in the list here is because food and building show up as one of the top RT sectors in the VectorVest 7 system. Therefore, if I do have a great sector with great industries moving to the upside, these stocks should follow suit. Now, the last stock in the list here is bulz, which is a micro sectors FANG. Now, this is 3 times leverage FANG stocks being Facebook, Alphabet, Netflix, and Google. Now that we went over a diversification of these stocks and just how important it is to be diversified in such a volatile market, let's utilize the VectorVest 7 system and break down these stocks and show you what I like about them. Now, the first thing that I really like about these companies right now, if we take a look at the price action here, they are all undervalued. So if we take price, compare it to value here, Genie coming in around $25, we value it at 28. Super Micron valued just under $300, we valued at over $440. Now, Lifeway Foods, or lway, comes in at $13.34. However, we value it just under $15. Even Pulte right now coming in at $88, we are valuing it at $98. Now, all four of these companies are undervalued. They're all trending up today. As we can see, we're about 20 minutes into the market open. Anything can happen. Now, the last company here, Bulz, this is an ETF, so the value and price will always match when it comes to ETFs. Now, if we jump into our proprietary indicators, RV, RS, and RT, we can see the RVs here are all positive. Now, these indicators, if you don't know, they're on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. The further you get away from 1 speaks to the magnitude of that favor. Now, that being said, here we can see RV looking at long-term price appreciation. All of these companies definitely outperform and cross that threshold of 1, having a positive rating. Now, next on the list is RS, or relative safety. This is just an indicator of risk. The only stock here with the RS below 1 right now is Lifeway Foods. However, the RS is below 1, just at 0.95. So you would be taking on a little bit more risk with this position. Now, the next thing is RT, relative timing. This looks at the price trend and the magnitude of the short-term price trend. That being said, the RT here, all in very favorable ratings here. Some of these at 1.87, even the bulls here, the triple leverage ETF at 1.8. So you can see this momentum to the upside right now, and profits are to be made. Now, going back to VST, this is our master indicator, and this is the whole reason why these stocks are even on this list. Out of the 9,000 plus stocks in our database, I went through and cherry picked the top 40 with the highest VST, coming up with this list. Now, one of my favorite technical indicators in the program here is CI, and looks at price growth persistence. Now, as stocks get beaten up with market pullbacks, this shows how resilient these companies are historically. That being said, the CI ratings here very high on the list. All of these coming in at 1.7 or higher, except Lifeway Foods at 1.49. Now, in addition, all of these stocks currently have a buy rating by the VectorVest 7 system. Now, the last thing I did want to show you when it comes to the analysis of these stocks here is the growth rate and earnings. This looks at their forecasted growth rate and earnings in percent form. If we take a look here, all of these are double digits. The only one in a single digit right now, but still positive, is Pulte Home Group, coming in at just 8%. However, if we look at some of these others here, 20% for Genie, smci at 34%, even Lifeway Foods at 33%. Now, again, Bulz is an ETF right now, so that data comes in at 0 just because it is an ETF. Now, just to reiterate, this is a triple leverage ETF tracking the FANG stocks. Now, when it comes to the list that I presented this evening, I wanted to utilize the power of the VectorVest 7 system to give you some of the best stock candidates out there. Now, that being said, all I did was go through all 9,000 stocks, rank them by VST in the stock viewer, and cherry picked from the top 40. That list giving me 4 stocks and 1 ETF. Now, when I cherry picked this list, I focused on undervalued stocks with the good fundamental ratings and high CIs. Now, if we remember, the CIs in this list are at 1.7 or higher, except Lifeway, which came at just 1.49, which is still a good rating. Now, going forward, I am optimistic with the MTI just at 1.12. Historically, like I said before, it tops out around 1.5. Therefore, we do have upside potential when it comes to this current market rally. However, with geopolitical concerns across the globe right now, I wanted to stay diversified and not too tech heavy. Now, I do like tech just because inflation data coming out cooler than expected, so it gives us a little bit of breathing room from when it comes to the Fed and raising the interest rates even further. Now, if you like this presentation and you found it informative, don't forget the like button and subscribe to our channel. Good night. Happy holidays here from VectorVest. Ryan, just want to give you a quick shout out and let you know that the VectorVest 7 software is going to be on sale this Black Friday for only 99 cents. Now, this will give you mathematical formulas to put you on the right side of the market so that way you can make money. Now, if you want to take advantage of this, just visit vectorvest.com/Black Friday. Now, in addition to this, I have been saying for the last several weeks while the market's been pulling back to educate yourself so that way when opportunities present themselves, you can be on the right side of the market. Now, if you want to take advantage of courses up to 70% off, please visit vectorvest.com/holiday courses.